All right, here I am. I'm the Make Do Queen, and back in May, I entered the Summers Woodworking 2x4 Challenge and really learned a great deal about woodworking, about what the abilities are and the options are and how many more tools I needed and all kinds of interesting things. And Summers Woodworking is hosting a Birdhouse Challenge, and there are no requirements about how much of the birdhouse has to be wood. So I'm going to give this a try. I'm out in my workshop. It's actually not that hot now, which is nice because it's October. As you can see behind me and above me, I managed to get some insulation for free and have spent some time trying to put it in my shed. It's not done, but I've used up pretty much all that I was given, and so now I need to go back over the areas I've done and wall it off with some particle board. I have that, but that is so much work, and I'll save it for another day, especially since the Birdhouse Challenge ends on Friday. So let's see if I can get this done. I have this, which is some PVC tube that I picked up off the side of the road years ago and had used as a tree guard on a brand new little baby tree in my front yard. But now the tree's as tall as I am, so obviously this is not functional anymore, and I've been just kind of figuring out, you know, well, I'll use it for something else someday. So when I saw the Birdhouse Challenge, I thought, I'll give this a try. I have an idea. So here's my base material and my really poor art sketchings of what I think I can do with it. So here we go. I guess we'll see. So I have this wood that I've salvaged from a cabinet, and I have used pieces of this wood over and over and over again, and this is the last full length piece that I have. It's 3/4 inch plywood, so I'm thinking it would be a great base and roof. Some of you may remember a while back that I asked how in the world to do the pocket holes without a clamp. The answer was pretty much get the clamp. Gotta tell you, got it at Rockler last weekend, and it makes an amazing amount of difference. So much faster than having to screw, unscrew, clamp, unclamp, so forth and so on. Get the clamp, worth the money. spray station, also known as my pallet walkway. And I've gotten the base cut and 1 coat of spray on, and then the roof, I took some old fence pickets and screwed them together and then trimmed them to where they're even and sanded everything thoroughly. You know what I really appreciate about doing this project is realizing how far I've come. When I did the project back in May, I tried to join 3 pieces of wood similar to this and had no clue what I was doing, and it just did not work at all. But this time I knew about pocket holes to screw it together. I knew about gluing it and then planing out and sanding until smooth, to where this is a level piece. And I certainly could not do that 5 months ago. So on with the spray paint. Alright, so I'm at the part of that I haven't quite figured out how to permanently fix these pieces together. If I had a router, I could just route out a little groove and then use my caulk or whatever to put it all together. But at this point, I'm gonna have to think about this for a little bit. Alright, so what I've come up with is drilling pilot holes into here, into the PVC, and then using screws to attach it to the top and the bottom. So I've got the bottom ones done because I had to try it out. Now I'm going to do the top ones. So, pretty straightforward, pretty boring stuff. Alright, I'm running out of daylight, so probably the next video will be me showing you the mounted product. As you can see, I did run a ring of caulk around both the top and the bottom of the tube just to try and act as an additional water barrier just in case Texas ever does get rain again. So that is all that I'm doing for today, and I will see y'all on the flip side. So I decided it needed windows. It was just too boring looking. So I'm painting them on with a Sharpie marker. That's one of those oil-based paint Sharpies. And what I can't decide now that I've gotten started is if I should put them right next to each other to where it looks like Frankenstein eyes. I mean, it is Halloween, I suppose. Yeah. Or if I should stagger them, one here and one up here. So, stay tuned. I'm so bummed. I was hanging it and I dropped it and it broke. Wood glue and clamps. We'll see if this works. All right, I'm all done. As you can see, I had some feedback about the opening being too big. So I took some mesh out of a chair and made little curtains that I used adhesive to glue inside. But it's completely flexible, so a bird can get in and out. I decided it needed a fence, so I put a fence around it and some windows. And now it's on the post. So, all done.